Hello, dear friends. Welcome to our exploration into the fascinating world of samurais. Today, we're embarking on a journey that will take us through time, back to the medieval and early modern eras of Japan. We'll delve into the intriguing history of the samurais, their significant role as the military nobility, and their unique characteristics that set them apart. We'll discover their strengths, their weaknesses, and how they evolved from well-paid retainers of the daimyo to becoming the ruling political class. And we'll also touch upon their eventual transition into professional and entrepreneurial roles. If you find this topic as intriguing as we do, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share this video with your friends. So buckle up as we time travel back to medieval Japan. Our journey begins in the 8th century, a time of significant change in Japan, an era of reformation as the nation sought to establish a strong centralized government. The Taika reform in 645 was a crucial step in this direction. It was an attempt to adopt the political structure of the Tang dynasty, a powerful Chinese regime that had already proven its mettle. This reform heralded a new order of things, shifting power from regional clans to the emperor and his court. With this newfound power, Emperor Monmu introduced a groundbreaking law that would forever change the course of Japan's history. It was a law requiring the conscription of all adult males into the national military. This was a radical departure from the norm, as it was the first time that common men were given a chance to serve in the military ranks, a privilege previously reserved for the aristocracy. Around the same time, the Taiho Code came into effect. This code classified most of the imperial bureaucrats into 12 ranks. Those of the 6th rank and below were referred to as samurai. Yes, you heard it right. This was the birth of the term samurai, a term that would soon become synonymous with bravery, honor, and discipline. A few decades later, Emperor Kanmu introduced the title of shogun, a military dictator, and relied on powerful regional clans to quell rebellions. This marked the first appearance of the samurai as an important political force. It was during this period that the samurai began to train in military tactics and grand strategy, honing their skills with the bow and the sword from childhood. Thus began the era of the samurais, the warrior class that would shape Japan for centuries to come. From humble beginnings, they rose to become the ruling political class, their influence reaching far and wide across the land of the rising sun. As we move into the Heian period, the samurais start to truly come into their own. This era marks a pivotal shift in the samurai's journey as they begin to cultivate an identity that transcends the battlefield. One of the defining aspects of this time is the emergence of distinctive Japanese armor and weaponry. These were not just tools for battle, but symbols of the samurai's status and skill. The armor, a perfect blend of protection and mobility, was intricately designed and meticulously crafted. Each piece told a story, a testament to the samurai's bravery and honor. Similarly, the weapons were more than just instruments of war. The samurai sword, or katana, was revered as a work of art, a symbol of the samurai's soul. The longbow, or yumi, showcased the samurai's precision and patience. These weapons were a reflection of the samurai's discipline and dedication, traits that were honed from childhood. As the samurai evolved, so too did their role within the political landscape. The introduction of the title shogun signaled a shift in power dynamics. The shogun was the military dictator, the one who held the reins of the nation. And who better to fulfill this role than a samurai trained in the art of war and strategy? The Heian period also saw the increased reliance on powerful regional clans to quell rebellions. These samurais were not just soldiers, they were tacticians, strategists, leaders. Each victory, each conquered rebellion, cemented their standing in society and their influence in politics. Yet, their training extended beyond physical combat. They were also schooled in grand strategy and military tactics, their minds as sharp as their blades. They were taught the art of war, yes, but also the art of leadership, of negotiation, of governance. The samurais were now more than warriors, they had become a political force. Their rise was not just marked by battles won or territories gained, but by the respect and reverence they commanded. The samurai had truly come into their own, their legacy seeping into the very fabric of Japanese history. In the Kamakura period, the samurais reached the peak of their power and influence. This era, spanning from the late 12th to the early 14th century, witnessed the samurais' ascension as the dominant force in Japan. Under the rule of the shogun, a military dictator, the samurais were not merely warriors. They were also the stewards of the land, the governors of provinces, and the enforcers of law and order. The samurais were renowned for their martial prowess, but it was their strategic acumen that truly set them apart. They were trained as officers in military tactics and grand strategy. Their weapon of choice, the katana, a long curved sword renowned for its sharpness and durability. But they were also adept archers, mastering the art of kyudo, or the way of the bow. In battle, they were a force to be reckoned with. They proved their mettle in the face of invading Mongols, repelling multiple invasions and securing the safety of their homeland. Their military victories were not just a testament to their combat skills, but also their strategic brilliance and unyielding spirit. But the samurai's influence extended beyond the battlefield. During the peaceful Edo period, they transitioned from warriors to administrators, managing the affairs of the state and maintaining law and order. This period of relative peace allowed the samurais to cultivate their intellect and refine their administrative skills, becoming adept managers and bureaucrats. Their dual role as warriors and administrators set the samurais apart from other warrior classes of the time. They were not just the military nobility, but also the ruling political class, holding sway over the affairs of the state. At this point, the samurais were not just the military nobility, but the ruling political class. Their legacy continues to resonate in Japanese culture, a testament to their enduring influence and prestige. But as the 19th century dawned, the sun began to set on the samurais. The samurais, for all their strength and prestige, were not immune to the changing tides of time. As the world moved into a new era, the once mighty warriors found themselves becoming increasingly obsolete. The cost of maintaining these well-trained, well-equipped warriors was high, and as Japan modernized, it became harder and harder to justify these expenses. The samurais, who had once been the pillars of Japanese society, found their status and importance diminishing. This transition was not easy, nor was it immediate. It happened gradually, over the course of several decades, but the signs were there. The samurais' traditional ways of life, their strict codes of honor and duty, no longer seemed as relevant in a world that was rapidly industrializing and moving away from the old feudal systems. The final nail in the coffin came with the Meiji Restoration in the late 19th century. This political revolution sought to consolidate power in the emperor and dismantle the samurai's feudal roles. It was a seismic shift in Japanese society, and one that the samurais could not withstand. But the samurais did not simply fade away into obscurity. Even as their traditional roles were stripped away, they found new ways to adapt and thrive. They transitioned into professional and entrepreneurial roles, bringing their discipline, dedication, and honor to these new fields. In many ways, they were the architects of modern Japan, shaping its character and values with their indomitable spirit. And so, the age of the samurais came to an end, but their legacy is still very much alive. The sun may have set on the samurais, but their influence can still be felt today in the heart and soul of Japan. They remain a symbol of strength, honor, and dedication, a testament to a time when warriors ruled and honor was everything. As we come back to the present, let's take a moment to reflect on our journey. We have traversed the fascinating path of the samurais, from their emergence during the Kamakura shogunate to their zenith and eventual sunset. These formidable warriors, trained in the art of the sword and bow since childhood, were not only the military elite, but they also became a powerful political force in Japan. Through their rise, we saw their unwavering spirit and courage. Their zenith showcased their strength and influence, shaping Japan's history and culture. But even in their sunset, when the Meiji Restoration ended their feudal roles, they adapted, moving into professional and entrepreneurial roles, proving their resilience and versatility. The samurais, though a relic of the past, still hold a prominent place in Japan's popular culture. Their lasting impact is a testament to their significance. Their stories continue to inspire, and their values continue to resonate. After all, Who can forget the image of the samurai, standing tall, ready to face any challenge with unwavering resolve and unparalleled skill? Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of the samurais. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.